Hi there, I'm John Lean with the Catalyst Ranch team. I'm here with Pamela Meyer to discuss her new book, From Workspace to Playspace, Innovating, Learning, and Changing Through Dynamic Engagement. She's president of Meyer Creativity Associates and co-founder of Playspace LLC. She also teaches organizational innovation and change courses at DePaul University. So your book is titled From Workplace to Playspace, Innovating, Learning, and Changing Through Dynamic Engagement. Well, I know what workplace is, but what's Playspace?
You know, Playspace is essentially a mindset shift. So thinking about transitioning from workspace with all of its connotations to Playspace, which is really a place that we create in our everyday interactions for dynamic engagement. So I'm not talking here about child's play, but really reclaiming play as a key dynamic of business success. So that means the space for the play of new possibilities and ideas. It's space for us to play new roles and develop new capacities. It's also the space for improvised play, and then finally it's space for literally more play in the system, so we can create more flexible structures where people can really work at their best capacity.
That's great, so some more than one meaning to that word.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
Great. Well, some people think of work and play as opposites, but so how do you reconcile the two in your book?
Yeah. You know, when I work with groups, one of the things I enjoy doing is I'll ask them to just do free associations with all of the words they think of when they think of the word work, and then all of the words that they think of when they think of play, and often we get these huge opposites. So work is purposeful and focused and stressful, and play is fun and energizing and playful and engaging. And then I ask them to think about what would happen if their workplace transcended that dualism, that it was both fun and engaging and focused and productive. And that's what we get when we get play space. And the organizations that I profiled in the book that are thriving have found a way to embrace both, not think of these as either or conventions.
Yeah, so that's their secret to their success, that they are committed to fostering play space?
Yeah, you know, that's a huge secret. And in fact, one of the things that they do is not think about which way the wind is blowing to decide whether or not they're going to invest in and reinforce these values of play space. In fact, they do it in good times and bad, when the cash is flowing and when it's not, because what they found is that it's actually when times are most stressful that they need everybody to tap into their most resources, to think about all of the creative ways they can effectively use available resources.
Sure.
So in fact, the organizations that are thriving are consistently investing in these spaces, and I'm not talking about just the physical space, but reinforcing the day-to-day behavior that creates space for innovating, learning, and changing.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
So what recommendations do you have for people who want to bring that play space to their organizations?
Yeah. Well, of course, that's what the book is about, and there's lots of great examples and descriptions, and I specifically give tips for people who are in leadership positions, people who are sometimes in the role of facilitators, and then participants who may not have a particular role of authority, but we all want to have a positive impact on our workplace. One of the things organizations can do, for example, is simply attune to the ways they're already creating play space and where people are already engaged and innovating, learning, and changing, and then think about what are we doing that's working well and extend that into more areas of their organization. The other phenomena that I've seen is people who play the role of the permission giver, and this is something that I saw in my research, that there are people that don't wait to see what the rules are. They go ahead and jump in and they take risks and they model really wonderful creative behavior and they're encouraging others. And they actually end up giving permission to other people in the organization to do the same. So what we can do is both notice and acknowledge the permission givers, but even better, be one ourselves. You know, think about how can I be sure my behavior's in alignment and that I'm consistently encouraging others and I'm modeling for myself. So if you come on April 1st, we're thrilled about this launch event, and what I'll be doing is telling more stories about these thriving organizations and giving more specific tips. We'll even do a few experiential things so everybody can go away with a little taste of play space and actually get the book. This is the very first time the book will be available in Chicago. It'll be hot off the presses. I think the ink will be dry, but just dry, so we'd love to have you, and we'll have books available, do a big signing, and have a great party.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. Good luck with the book.
Yeah, thanks a lot.